I'm okay.
I regret not going live while you were fixing your camera because that was some grade A sound.
It's true.
Okay. And y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear us?
No. Surprising.
Oh, you're gone again.
Oh.
That'll be fine. We'll figure it out. You're back.
It's true.
All right. Well, in the words of Stuart Little, hello, everyone. And in the words of Mark Jacob Halberg, welcome to Dad's Anime Stash.
It's true.
You did the right thing. You downloaded a Tor browser. You got onto the dark web. You bought access to our show with crypto that you think you made money mining, even though it cost you way more to just leave your rig mining 24/7. But you know what? You do your own thing. If it makes you happy to do that, go for it. Yeah. So
It all pays.
as always, I'm your host. Your dad, Josh, with me in the studio this week, as always, is Mr. Reliable, Mark,
Always and forever.
and Mr. More Reliable, Mr. I Might Be a Dad, Cy.
I hate you so much. Yeah.
I don't know how it's possible if you're not married, but whatever.
I mean,
don't understand.
Mark,
I don't understand.
Mark, don't you have
Yeah.
a baby? Are you married, sir?
I do. I mean, he's 6, but
He's 6. Yeah.
Are you
remember-
married?
maybe. No, not anymore.
Were you ever married
I was.
Yeah.
when you had
That's
the
how
kid?
that happens.
I mean, by the time he was born, yeah.
Here's
Wait,
how
was
babies happen. When a man and a woman love each other, they go to the adoption
Oh.
agency and they buy a stork. And
they
then
buy
the
the
stork
stork?
has a baby. I don't know, dude. I slept through biology. You know what?
Yeah,
None
it
of
was
that
boring.
matters. All that matters is idols, magic girls, and Symphogears. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, Mark, why don't you, in your own words, describe what we watched for this week?
A tragedy.
Okay, so it's I guess to shorten it, it centers around these girls that have these like they're called relics, and when they sing, it gives them like a suit, like a mech suit kind of thing, and they get like powers, and they're fighting these humanoid, or not humanoid, but like human made creatures called the Noise.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I don't think they're human made, right?
They are absolutely
They are,
human
yeah.
made.
she says it at the end. And they're fighting these
Okay.
things called the Noise, and they sing to activate all their powers, and they're saving the world through song.
Sai, would you agree with that?
I guess.
Did you watch it?
I watched
I know
all
you
of it.
watched it.
I
You
watched
love the
all of it.
boss.
I loved the boss, and that was about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you love the tie in the pocket?
I like the tie in the pocket.
I could have went either way on him until he put his tie in his pocket, and I was like, I'm in with
So-
you, dude. I like it.
So you were down with him from the jump because he always had his tie in the pocket.
He didn't in the first scene.
He didn't? I thought he did.
Mm-mm. When he first showed up, I was like, damn, this is a rejected Yu-Gi-Oh character. And at no point was I proven wrong, but I did come around to him.
I mean, fair.
So, yeah, like Mark said, we got our girls who are idols. They sing, which gives them the relic powers, turns them into Symphogears. But sometimes they sing their climax song. And what happens when
Swan
they sing?
song.
They die
What?
and explode.
Swan song.
But that's not true, is it?
No,
It's only true the one time.
it's true once.
It's true once. So we start out and we got our main character Hibiki, who is just a girl, like all of us were at one time, and she loves this band. What were they called? Birdie Wings.
Sway wings.
For something.
Sway wings.
Sway Wings. So they consist of Canada and Tsubasa. And not only are they idols, they're also Symphogears. They're here to save the world. But what happens when they sing?
They die.
Too much resonance. The noise show up. And then in the process of defeating the noise, saving young Hibiki, Canada sings her climax song, dies. And of course, part of her relic stabs Hibiki in the heart and gives her the power.
Yeah.
That'll
You can't get it out, because why would you?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know whether or not you do that. Because like I can name more. I could name more shows where they leave the foreign matter inside the body than they take it out. But I don't know anyone in real life who has anything inside them. But I know Tony Stark has a reactor core, keep it there, and I know Cotton Hill has 4 rusty bullets in his heart.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like close to your heart, I imagine that the procedure would be, if it's not going to kill you, to not take it out.
I guess, right, which I guess in their case, they wouldn't know if it was going to kill her because it's shards of a relic weapon. Like, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, I mean, like, if it'll heal and not, like, move or, like, put your life in more danger by taking it out.
Yeah.
So, Tony Stark's was...
Well, he had to use
Tony Stark is weird because
he had to use the magnet to keep it from going farther into his heart. Yeah.
But yeah, it's in his bloodstream.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta lie. One very confusing thing is when they're fighting and they're singing to fight, but then they're also internal monologuing at the same time. So when you're watching subbed, there's one thing you can watch, and there's 2 lines of dialogue on the screen. It's very annoying.
Really? Because when I was watching it, I couldn't even see the singing part for the most part, unless I was actively looking in the top right corner.
Yeah, on Crunchyroll, the singing was over the entire top, and then their speaking was on the bottom. I just want to touch on this real quick, and we can go back to where we're at. Did it bug you guys at the end when they got telepathy to save money on editing the mouth? They didn't have to animate the mouth anymore, so everyone had telepathy for the last episode.
Yeah, it was also apparently just universal telepathy for anyone that had the gear power, because they're talking and then the other lady talks back and they're like, and they say the exact, at least the subtitle says, "We should close the channel now." And then they talk with their mouths. And I went, I'm sorry, close the what?
I had tuned out at the last episode. I'm not even going to lie. I was just watching the fights.
I'm a little shocked, Sai.
What is it? What is it, UFC 300?
What?
He was watching the fights in the anime.
Oh, got it. I thought he meant like watching UFC.
No. I was watching the anime fight, and I completely stopped caring.
I honestly thought you were coming into this with a B+. I will never fucking know what you like, man. I don't know understand what you like or why you like it.
Josh, I should have liked this. I really should have. I don't know why. It just bounced off of me. It was like,
was it the sub?
It might have been the sub.
Liked it better dubbed?
I probably would have liked it better dubbed.
I don't think it's dubbed.
It also wasn't. It also wasn't funny at any point.
It wasn't funny.
No.
But you had little girl Goku.
But for the most part, the fight until like the last fight was just like it was basically still frames fight.
Yeah, and the transformation very Sailor Moon ripoff.
it wasn't even good. The transformation.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's what I'm saying. It was very like Sailor Moon ripoff, but in a very bad way.
I didn't like the conceit of singing. The singing the whole time was really bothering me.
And yeah, that's saying like this song gets real weird with it.
The songs are supposed to reflect how they are feeling or whatever at the moment.
Yeah, and like we touched on it already.
It's the same songs every time.
Yeah, and they make a big deal.
I didn't read the words. I didn't care.
Yeah, and then we touched on it already, but like Jesus,
I'm not a music person when I can't understand the words.
No, yeah, but for me they make such a big deal about the climax song. I know we touched on it, but like it kills one lady, and they reference it all the time. That it's like their final weapon, and it's the last resort, and then they just use it like every other episode. They're like, this battle's hard. Well, time to climax.
They didn't use it every time.
They didn't use it that much, but I get what you're saying in a 13.
But everyone does use it, and no one dies. Except
when
for
Tsubasa
right?
uses it.
She didn't die the first time.
And the one girl used it twice within a very short period of time.
And Tsubasa didn't even, like, my God, she could have won that fight. Why did she do it?
I understood why she didn't die the first time. Because I could give her the first time. But the second time she should have died.
Yeah, and then also how does that one guy have power?
He's the boss because he wears his tie in his damn pocket.
I mean, yes, that's probably
having the power.
Wait. Actually, no, I actually have the in-canon information. It's because hold on, let me see. I gotta look at the message because I knew someone was gonna say this, so I typed it into our chat just so I'd have it.
So you can have it. Yeah,
because he eats, sleeps, and watches movies because he's a man.
He did say that. He did say that.
Because he's a man.
Because when she asks him to train her, he says, "I'm a hard teacher. By the way, do you like action movies?"
Oh,
and they're watching a Bruce Lee movie.
Somebody literally asked him like, "Why are you so strong?" or whatever. Oh no, it was Ryoko.
When they were fighting, because he whooped her in 2 shots. She
was like, "How are you so strong without any powers or whatever?" He's like, "I eat, sleep, and watch movies because I'm a man, and it's literally just martial arts."
Training a man ever needs.
I would assume in later seasons you find out he has a relic shoved up his butt or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 more seasons.
Are we gonna watch this again?
I mean, I have to add it to the wheel because there's more.
I don't think you do. I don't think you have to.
Guys, I don't have this hatred you do. I kind of dug it. I
don't hate it. I
definitely didn't. I definitely didn't hate it.
You guys know me. I'm not the biggest fan of subs, so it took a couple of tries for me to get like. I didn't think I was gonna end up watching it. I thought I was gonna blow it off and just come in here and be like, I watched 2 episodes. But once I got through the first episode, I was kind of like, this isn't bad. And then by the time I got to episode 3 and they showed Canada's origin, I was like, shit, that's a lot of blood. And I don't know, maybe the blood kept me going.
Origin?
Her family got killed.
Oh,
and that's why she wanted to be a Symphogear as opposed to Tsubasa, who was just,
her family died from it too, right? I thought that's why they were all attuned to it. To the relics because they.
No,
I thought they had mentioned that. They had
which girl are you talking about? The redhead.
I'm talking about all of them.
I know the redhead was all they injected her with a bunch of drugs. The blue-haired chick, they briefly showed her for like 10 seconds. They said she was just singing in front of the relic and it activated.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they mentioned how they got the relics, right? And like very early on, they were talking about like they had an excavation. And
I must have forgotten that.
I thought that I could just be making this up. I thought that all the family members, because Yukine or whatever, Yukina's family.
Chris.
Yeah.
Just call her Chris.
Her family died too.
But her family didn't die.
Yeah, they went
relics. I mean, indirectly probably. But her family died trying to intervene in a war or something. They're real vague on that shit.
Yeah, they just said they went to a war and then they died, and then she was kidnapped or not kidnapped. I didn't quite.
She was kidnapped. She was trafficked. She was a slave. The photos made that very clear that she was a slave. But then she was saved.
Oh, okay. Her Kaneda's family was killed by noise attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kaneda's family's killed, and then the agency pretty much buys her. Yeah.
Right.
But Chris gets taken by Fine after she gets freed from her slavery, and the only thing she knows close to love is some weird ass erotic shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. While the other girl's naked the whole time or something. I don't.
Yeah, they're both naked, and I wasn't super into that. But Chris, we'll talk about her. She's our sixth ranger. She's the bad guy. She's the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
So she shows up to fight the rest, and all of her songs are "I'm gonna fucking shoot everyone with guns."
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Very on the nose with her. Like you got
a little bit.
You got Hibiki, who's like, "I'm gonna do whatever it takes to save everyone," and all her songs. And then Tsubasa's like, "I'm gonna be the strongest," her song. And then Chris is just like, "I'm gonna shoot this guy and this guy and this guy." So
yeah.
But then you got Hibiki, who's just like, "I'm not gonna fight Chris. She's a human."
And then she
after
fights
Chris makes it very clear that she's gonna fight everyone.
Yeah, and then she fights her.
And she wins her over. She Goku's it, man.
Not gonna fight her. Punch, punch, punch.
She does fight. Well, she doesn't kill her. Yeah, that going for her.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she definitely didn't fight her hard.
Yeah, she pulled her punches. Well, gosh, her name's escaping me, and I feel
who?
Man, I was on the ball with names this episode. Hibiki's friend that lives with her.
Miku.
What's going on there?
Oh, they definitely.
I mean,
more than just sleep
I just
together.
assumed everyone was dating at some point or something. I don't know.
No, they're definitely in love with each other.
I don't think they're dating, but they are very lovey-dovey. I think they're in love with each other, as Sai so elegantly put it.
I'm trying to figure out if Gendro ever gets a thing. I don't think he does.
Gendro, the manager?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he didn't have any power. Didn't stop him from shooting Ryuku, though.
No, but I mean, I'm trying to see if he gets a Symphogear. I don't think he does.
Symphogears, I think, is a lady thing.
Yeah, I think it is. So, yeah.
But you were talking about...
He doesn't do a Doggy Kruger at all. Did you not get my Power Rangers reference?
He doesn't what?
I said he doesn't get a Doggy Kruger moment at any moment. I don't think.
What is your obsession with Doggy Kruger?
He's the best.
Because he's got ears on his helmet?
I mean, kind of. Because he's dope.
Care.
He's the only... Well, he's not the only one.
He's not the only one.
He was the first. He was the first mentor to suit up.
What about Ninjor?
He wasn't a mentor.
What about Zordon, who was in the suit before any of them?
You find that out later. He wasn't in the show.
He was the Blue Ranger. Weird, huh?
No, because he's in a blue tube.
Okay. I like your logic.
I mean, like, if they would have been Red Ranger, I would have been, like, a little confused. I would have been like, I guess he's the leader. Or if you'd have been the Black Ranger, if they would have said Black, if they would have said Black Ranger, I would have been like, that's weird. Why?
If he was anything else, that'd be weird, I
think so. I don't know. But I feel like I just was joking when I said that, but now it kind of does make sense that they made him I think they in post was like, well, he's in that blue tube. Let's make him the Blue Ranger. They gotta wear their uniform, their color, forever.
Maybe. I think maybe they just had some footage laying around and they were like, this was Zordon.
Maybe.
As they did with all the other show.
Probably.
So,
this
talking
was a
about
very Power
Symphogear,
Rangers show.
I was looking for an image to put in our background, as I always do, because I'm very detail-oriented with this podcast. And when I looked up Symphogears, there was a picture with, I think, like nine girls in it. So obviously in later seasons, we get more gears. There's what, 2, 3 more seasons?
4.
3 for sure.
Yeah, 4. There's 5 total.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yeah, some of them are Super Deformed series.
Yeah, I mean each one's 13, so they're all. I mean they're short seasons, but yeah, still 4 more.
Which I feel like might be why I didn't like it. I feel like
I don't think I could have. I
feel like if the story had 24 episodes, it could have been better and more money.
It could have easily been
crazy to me.
Yeah,
I don't. God,
it could have easily been just as bad though. It could have easily been the exact opposite though. Like they could have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could have been.
Also, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I started off with like a decent grade, and then like as I got to the end of the 13, like my grade had lowered.
Oh yeah, no, me
not
too.
Not like crazy low, but
the first 2, I was like on board with the premise and everything, and then Fine showed up, and I was like, I bet you that's the weird doctor lady. And then like they pretty much tell it to you, right? Like I'm not like everyone knew it was her as soon as they popped up, right?
Well, I mean, like not only like do they like kind of like make her continuously like odd and doing weird things, but then like 6 episodes in, they're like, oh, here she is at this military facility being attacked by Americans.
Even before, like by the time that happened, I was like, he's so the bad guy.
Can we talk about that for a second? And not just when the Americans attack.
He's talking about
with the Americans. I cannot stand when they speak English in sub.
Oh, it's so bad. Just hire an American voice actor.
Exactly. Like I get it. Like if you want to use the Japanese person doing it, but like what?
I'm about to say, like on your side, there are Japanese voice actors that also do the English voice acting work.
Yeah. There's plenty.
Get someone who could do an American accent.
Right. So to Sai's point, there's probably plenty of Japanese voice actors that speak perfect English that you could have just hired to.
There are
do that one line.
I literally was. I forgot what anime it was, but I was listening to someone's podcast while I was mindlessly working at work, and they were talking about it. I forgot what show they were talking about, but they were talking about how the voice actor was the same person in the sub and the dub version of the show.
But whoever that, and like for like the lady that's clearly Japanese, like speaking English just because she's on the phone with an American, it's like, okay, I'll forgive that one because it's like obviously it's the same person, you got to voice your lines. But oh my god, just figure out something for the American guys because it's just so bad.
Just do like we do for the Japanese people. Just treat it like they're speaking English.
Yeah.
And just keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. There was it didn't add anything to put those lines in English.
No.
For Josh's point, this is the reason why I'm not convinced that subbed is better than dubbed. Because I don't speak Japanese. So I'm pretty sure that to me, not understanding the how they're saying it, but because I don't understand, like all Japanese sounds like that to me. Like that's just how a Japanese person sounds, and it sounds cool because they're speaking a different language, right?
Right, like people.
So I'm not convinced that
it's hard to hear the inflection people claim.
Right.
Yes, because I don't understand the inflection. So it's like I wouldn't imagine that a Japanese person would be like, "Oh, the dub's so much better."
Yeah.
Like a native Japanese speaker would be like, "Oh, I prefer the dub because the dub is superior because it sounds better." right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
I'm on board for dubs all the way. I always prefer when I watch it.
I prefer dubs, and I was upset because I believe the other seasons are dubbed.
I don't think they are.
I think one or two.
I mean, at least if they are, Crunchyroll doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. AXZ, that doesn't seem.
Yeah, they go into a weird.
That doesn't seem like a necessary subtitle, but whatever. You know what? Hey, people like it. I was all right with. I didn't hate this. I thought I was gonna, but I didn't.
I did not hate it. It's. I mean, we'll go into ratings, but I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
I didn't hate it.
Now we do have to.
I'm
sorry, I keep interrupting you, side. I'm meaning to.
No, that's fine.
It's not.
I was just saying the same thing Mark was saying. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
No, the other thing is we are definitely not the target audience.
Yeah. I should have liked it. It wasn't funny though. I think that's where they missed it.
I think that's it. But it does have it's all anime bullshit.
It is all
anime. One character who keeps saying this isn't like anime when everything's exactly like anime going on.
Yeah, but they were taking it too seriously for me.
They were.
Like, they're like, this is not the fucking time to be going on with your anime bullshit. And I was like, God damn.
Know what could have saved it?
What?
If someone was really into cooking.
Yeah.
That really turns an anime around.
Or if...
Like Blue Exorcist.
Yeah, if they... Like, I think it was really the fights in the beginning. Because they were just, like, I got tired of seeing the fucking still frame with Blue Flash. I was like,
I'm with you, Sai, and I hate to
and I love Dragon Ball Z.
No,
here's the thing.
It wasn't that because with that one chick, the chick that joined them later or whatever, you can't even read what her stuff is called because they write it in some weird fancy cursive, so you can't even read what
it was like Megadeth something.
It wasn't fancy cursive. It was Megadeth Blaster. It was written to be like a metal band font.
Yeah. It was
shit.
They were. I didn't.
Not the animation wasn't shit. I metal font shit.
Stuff. The fight animations were shit until the last fight. Because I was like, what the fuck was they saved all their money for the last 2 episodes?
What they did was they just kept recycling stuff for the fights.
Yeah.
But that's classic Sentai stuff.
And it's fine. I mean, I usually like in Dragon Ball, but the thing is, in Dragon Ball Z, I can always justify it. Like, okay, so whenever they're fighting fast and they're doing the little pew 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 pew, pew thing, I can go, well, they're just moving so fast that I'm just like, they want me to feel like I'm Mr. Hercule and I just can't see what's going on. But in reality, they're saving money on the animation. But in my head, I could do that. And for this show, I just couldn't do it. Like, I was just like, it pulled me out every time I'd see it. I'd be like, nope, I'm saving money again. I don't know. Gotcha. I don't know. I should have liked this. I think it's just I wasn't in the mood for this one.
That could be it. But you're right, man. There wasn't a lot of levity to it.
It was serious, but it wasn't done well. Like the serious nature, because the Hibiki and Miku stuff was good. It was fine. I liked
sunflower cuddles.
What sunflower?
When she kept telling her she was her sunflower because she was.
Yeah. Like that was cool. And even when they had their little argument, I was like, oh,
their relationship was built well.
Yeah, their relationship was good. It wasn't important. Oh, bye, Josh. Yeah. Mark, why'd you kick Josh out?
I don't know. I felt like it.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying?
Because he kept interrupting me. You kicked him out. You see what happens when you keep interrupting?
Was because he kept interrupting Sai?
Yeah, Mark kicked you out exactly for that. He literally.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right.
I was like, you didn't have to do that. Josh Symphogear is awful.
I mean, I maybe overreacted a little bit, but
it's all right. I don't know. All right, man. You wanna pull up the wheel and we'll start giving some ratings?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first. My rating was a C+. Slightly above middle.
Yeah. From everything you've said, that tracks, but I honestly thought you were gonna come in with
in love with it. I love the guy. The guy is great.
No, yeah.
The bad guy wasn't good. The plot was, I don't even feel like it was just like I could follow it almost. It was like I got what was going on. It just happened real fast, feels like. I don't know.
Here's the problem with the plot. The plot was paper thin with so much depth on top of it.
Oh, that's what it was.
They tried to make it sound so deep, but it was not. And it would have been better if they didn't try so hard.
Yeah, and then that Red Babylon, like they just kept adding new shit as they needed it. Like we didn't hear anything about what was it, the creator god, the Tower of Babel and shit.
Yeah, and it got real weird with her.
That would have been fine if it had been like hinted
foreshadowed.
Yes,
right.
Hinted at. Like it just came up out of nowhere, and I think I kind of caught on to that without realizing that I caught on to it. Cause like even when they're going down the elevator at first, I was like, this is a government-run agency. That's kind of weird that they'd have all those colors and shit. Like in the elevator.
Why would you think it's so weird? Do you not remember the submarine from Full Metal Panic?
I kind of don't.
They had their party room that was exactly like that.
Oh, but it was just like a party room. It wasn't like a 20-foot like elevator shaft that was just like a mosaic. I just thought it was weird. And I was just like, and then whenever
I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, anime
I was
bullshit.
like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be anime bullshit. But once they were like, oh, where's the tower? My head was like, oh, it's clearly the elevator shaft.
No, yeah. But
to be fair, they were like, where's the tower? I don't know. And then within a minute, one guy's like, oh, it's the shaft. So it's not like they buried the lead that much.
Ogawa was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
The characters were good.
That's about where I'm at. Like pretty much C+ was what I ended up at.
So Josh, give it your S.
I'm not gonna give it an S.
I know.
I give it a B+.
Okay.
I liked it way more than I thought I would.
I think I might have given it a B+ had I been in the mood for it.
I started off with a B, just kind of lowered a little bit as I got farther on.
Yeah, like I had.
But it's not bad. Like
when I was not bad. It, I was like, this could be a great show. And then as I watched it, it just was like,
I never would have watched it if the wheel hadn't landed on it. But like if the wheel lands on season 2, I'll be like, all right, why not? Like I won't be upset if the wheel lands. I think
I'll be upset. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you add season 2 to the wheel?
I did.
I'm hoping for me
else we need to add to the wheel?
Did we add that one that we were talking about, Josh?
We're not going to add something that only has 3 episodes out, dude. It'll only have 5 by the time it gets there.
Yeah, but by the time we land on it, it'll be done.
Maybe. So let's just give it a couple of weeks, and then we can add it. What if it lands on it this time?
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're talking about Tales of Wedding Rings, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even, Josh. I completely forgot what had happened, but I had watched all 3 or however many episodes was out that night, and I was like, oh, this is dope. And then when you were mentioning it, I was like, I kind of don't remember what happened, but I do remember it was dope.
What'd you guys say it was called?
Tales of Wedding Rings.
Yes, it is the best reason for a harem show. It's a good reason.
And I like that he isekai'd himself. It wasn't just him getting drug in.
Yeah, he
had
did.
a reason to get isekai'd. There's never a reason to be isekai'd aside from
his reason was to get some booty. It was pretty good.
Let's see. Add love after world domination to the wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
Love after world domination.
Did we ever add Pluto to it? I feel like I said we should add Pluto.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, add Pluto.
Let me see. Let me just look at one thing real quick. I share my Crunchyroll with my brother, so I want to see if there's anything he's watching that might look interesting to add to the wheel.
Mashl's on there, right?
Mashl's on there.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Mashl's on there.
Mashal, but we have to do that one.
I don't think it's all out, but I am interested to see because I've read the first book of it. Solo leveling looks like it could be good.
Oh my God. You clearly don't listen to the episodes you missed.
Yeah, we talked about it.
For the
I think we need to wait to add it. It's just not. What are there? 3 episodes?
Yeah, we're gonna wait to add it for like the. But me and Josh talked about it. On the last.
Maybe the book's different because Athgeek said the same.
Yeah, I heard the books are great, but I mean, it's not even that it's bad. It's just that it's so slow right now. Like Mark, I would say wait if you want to watch it. Wait and binge watch it probably.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what I do with all of them. I binge watch. I don't do.
I usually don't like the 1 hour first episodes, but that show could have did a 1 hour first episode.
Yeah. Oh, so Netflix too is doing a because Netflix has dropped a bunch of anime.
They're doing the that's what I wanted. Monster, the new Ichiro Oda thing. Whatever it's called. It's his first work. His first manga is being adapted, and I think it's about to drop. Let me see what it's called.
So it's out or it's not out?
It's gonna drop next. Spin-off based on Monsters, 103 Mercies, Dragon Damnation.
All right. Well, if it's not out yet, I'll wait till it's out before I add it. But
I'm trying to see the day.
Do you want to add Monday Night Raw since we're doing Netflix things?
That's true. In 2025.
But this is an actual anime.
Is Monday Night Raw not anime?
It is, but I mean, I don't want to watch it weekly.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spend.
Wants to watch it weekly, man.
Fucking 3 hours. It's too much.
All right,
but yeah, it's dropping in January.
All right, once it's out for a little bit,
let's not add things to the wheel that don't exist yet.
Once it's out,
it's dropping.
Once it's out, I'll add it. Yeah,
I might have already dropped because I feel like it has. What is it?
Okay, what is that?
Tanaka-kun is always. I'm guessing this is an Ash.
I fucking hate Ash.
An Ash thing. It just sounds like an Ash thing.
What is it called?
This does sound very ashy.
Tanaka-kun is always restless.
Listless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's added. The Monsters, 103 Mercies, Dragon Damnation is on Netflix.
Okay. So
wait.
What?
Is it weekly though? It might be dropping weekly.
We're talking about something else, man.
We definitely are.
I know.
I
don't care about that. I'm trying to make you.
How is it? Wait. It says it's on Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll has no.
Yeah, there's no episodes. It's completely been removed. They must have lost the license to it. Let's see. He's known for, so
that means
Tanaka,
you don't have to watch it, right?
High school student Tanaka is known for falling asleep. He prays each day will be uneventful as the last, and he just sleeps. It's some.
Are the episodes 30 fucking seconds?
No, it's just 24 minutes. 12 episodes, came out in spring of 2016.
How the hell do we watch it?
Let me see if it's on a site that I use.
It is.
A completely legal site?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
At least this one is dubbed. Oh my god, it looks disgusting.
Okay, it's on this website. All 12 episodes. Yeah, what does this look like?
12 episodes. We can do it dubbed. Yeah, this will be fine. Tanaka's constant companion throughout high school is his own laziness. Wow. Earning him a reputation for being inattentive due to his tendencies to doze off and lack focus. His greatest desire is for each day to be as uneventful as the last. Sorry. And he avoids any situation that requires too much effort to preserve his laid-back lifestyle. Mark, this sounds like that wrestler you like with his hands in his pocket.
Orange Cassidy?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I was pretty impressed to see a dude run the ropes with his hands in his pocket. I'd never seen that.
Yeah.
And he kept his title in a backpack. I'd never seen someone do either of those things.
It's an interesting one. All right, 12 episodes. It's
God, you are. I'm gonna call it right now that Sai's coming back with like a D-.
I probably will.
This is the sliciest life I've ever heard of.
It sounds like it's mine.
I would have to guarantee that Ash added it.
Is he on? What show is he on?
Who?
Orange Cassidy.
AEW.
Oh, okay. I like the way he looks. I'm not gonna lie. I was not impressed by Tanaka-kun though.
We will.
It looks just from the promo art. I'm not gonna like it.
Well, we'll find out. It's 12 episodes.
I'm gonna be miserable. I fucking hate Ash. I'm about to send Ash a strongly worded letter to tell him not to ever, because I feel like Ash added Symphogear. I feel like we've been on an Ash streak lately. It has to be.
Probably.
I'm not gonna get too mad.
So, fine. So 2 weeks. Review of Tanaka-kun is always listless.
I'm writing my strongly worded letter to Ash.
I believe in you, Sai.
Are we needing to stay for this letter? Is this something?
No, I think you want to send us out.
Yeah, y'all can send us out.
Yeah. So what are we doing next week? We got something lined up?
I don't know.
I was gonna do cocaine.
All right. Well, I believe in you.
Show me your pinky fingers. Both of them. You don't do cocaine. Fucking liar.
I don't. I was going to do it next week.
But now he will.
Well, maybe he will. Yeah. So we got something. We'll get something for next week. It'll be great. And then in 2 weeks, Tsubasa-kun is...
next week, if we just need something for next week, we could talk about Ranger Rejects.
I was gonna suggest we do Ranger Rejects.
Mark.
Yeah,
we've only read 5 chapters so far. We could read if you could read the first 5 chapters, we could do Ranger Rejects next week.
We could. Yeah, I can
do that, Mark.
Yeah.
All right, that's what
I feel like reading 5 chapters will take less time than watching something.
All right, tune in next week. We're going to talk about the first 5 chapters of Ranger Reject. The week after that, we're going to talk about Tanaka-kun is always listless. The week after that, we're going to do trivia. Then the week after that, we're going to do whatever the fucking wheel tells us because we do what we're told.
Exactly.
All right.